So today's podcast will be a quick look at one of the most popular Gold Key comics of the 1960s to about the early 1980s. You might say reprints 79, 80. Of course, it's the Gold Key Ripley's Believe It or Not. Now, why these stood out, not only were they inspired by the Ripley's Believe It or Not true life or true moments, serials and cartoons and different stuff. They paid tribute to the fandom of Ripley's Believe It or Not by producing outstanding stories, outstanding covers, basically something that everybody could enjoy for less than 50 cents or 35 cents or whatever. Now, the painted covers that Gold Key were well known of back in the day, which was very prevalent in Star Trek, Dark Shadows, Two Rocks and a Stone, and all that. You can probably find most back issues of it in the $5 to $8 range, and it's well worth the investment. The stories were macabre. There was ghost stories, war stories, human nature stories. It was all about drawing on the popularity of being shocked by true facts that Ripley's were known of. Now, I do remember buying my first Ripley comic. Might have been early 1970s, and because Gold Key, as a lot of people know, was pretty well the number three, the third biggest producer of comic books behind Marvel and DC, and that the last great era of like a pulp. Now, some of the comics are in reprint. Some of the comics are still out there, but it has a distinctive Gold Key logo in the upper left-hand side, with the Ripley's Believe It or Not, bigger logo, very prominent on the right-hand side. You can't miss it. So places like Strange Adventures and Frankton, various independent comic book dealers on eBay and Amazon. If you love the series, you can probably pick up at least 10 or 15 issues in that $50 range, which, and I'll bring you back in time. Some of Gold Key's best writers and artists worked on the series, and let me tell you, if you haven't seen the Ripley's covers, boys oh boys, if you love 1970s pulp art, this is the true comic for you. So in this COVID Saturday, we're starting to cool down in Brunswick after a big rainstorm. We tell everybody to stay safe, and this podcast will include many of the covers of the Ripley series. So take time and the pause button to pause and enjoy, because, like I said, if you haven't seen it before, you're going to be very well pleased on this discovery. Have a good day.